The Intercept has taken a PR beating ever since a June story prompted the arrest of Reality Winner, who's charged with leaking the outlet classified information. Critics say The Intercept miserably failed to protect a source. Now The Intercept is admitting it screwed up and trying to make amends. Adam Riley has more.
Government contractor Reality Winner is accused of leaking top-secret National Security Agency intelligence.
Reality Winner was arrested on the same day that The Intercept detailed Russian efforts to infiltrate U.S. election systems. She's accused of feeding the online outlet this top-secret report and faces up to 10 years in prison.
Reality Winner denied bail and led away in shackles.
Right away, multiple stories said clumsy reporting led to Winner's arrest. Now, editor Betsy Reed agrees, saying our practices fell short of the standards to which we hold ourselves for minimizing the risks of source exposure. Reed also says The Intercept's parent company will help fund Winner's defense, even though co-founder Glenn Greenwald won't confirm she's the leaker.
And we're certainly going to do everything that we can in this case to support Reality Winner, even though we have no idea whether or not she actually is the source.
Although, according to the government, Winner was one of just 6 people who printed that NSA report after publication, and the only one who'd been emailing The Intercept from work. Still, Greenwald notes that she has pleaded not guilty.
I think it's really important to apply skepticism to the claims of the Trump Justice Department, of all people.
Also important, skepticism from any would-be tipsters about whether The Intercept can keep them safe.
Well, Thomas, the former editor of the Miami Herald, can you imagine paying the legal fees of one of your sources? I mean, and the odd part of this is they aren't even willing to admit that she was the source.
Yeah, that is odd. Although it's a great way to phrase it, and I think the answer is it would be difficult to do because we wouldn't be a party to that suit. But I do think there's great value in doing what The Intercept is doing and bringing this, hopefully, into a court system. We'll take a second look at the Espionage Act. That act itself, that was originally passed with the idea that you don't report on troop movements or ship movements or so forth, where there was a clear and present danger that what was reported could cause direct harm. And I think in this particular case, it would be awfully difficult for them to show that this particular report caused anybody any harm. And it goes right to the mission of The Intercept, which is, as the name implies, they want to get information leaked to them so they can put it out there. So I think there's going to be some real value from this lawsuit.
You know, first of all, I want to point out that I think that The Intercept is telling the truth when they say they literally don't know whether Reality Winner was their source. The way the information came to them was through surreptitious means. Now, if you read Betsy Reed's statement, it's clear that they have become convinced that she was the source, but that's based on third-hand information. It's not based on their own dealings with her. You know, I think they're doing the right thing. I give them credit for trying to make up for this massive breach of source protection that they engaged in. It's going to be a hard thing for them to recover from, because even though it seems likely that Reality Winner was going to be outed anyway, there's no question that the way The Intercept handled this contributed to the speed with which she was discovered. And that's a hard thing to come back from. Good for them for trying to do the right thing.
I'm just weirded out by it, I have to say, and I don't know why. It just feels odd to me. I think it was, as we discussed here, they were just so off and not being on top of their game, as they have been in the past, with very sensitive information, and someone got caught up in it. But to pay the legal fees, I don't know. And I have no basis on, except it just feels like it's outside of the bounds of what we do. But others may disagree with me.
Well, it does. Can I make a clarification? Yeah. The Intercept itself isn't paying the legal fees. It's the foundation that supports The Intercept.
Right.
So they're doing it one step removed. Right. Now, that may be a little laundering. Right, but,
right, exactly. But it does feel a little odd. The issue is, whenever you're sitting down with a confidential source, you always have this this conversation where you say, look, we can't be responsible. We'll take every precaution, every step necessary to make sure that people don't know where we got this from, but there are no guarantees. So usually they're going in with their eyes wide open. What's unusual in this case is that it appears that there were some major blunders, some things that an organization like that knows very well. You have to cover your tracks, clean things up if you're going to get, and we talked about it on a former show. So when you make a mistake, then you have to make it right. And while it does feel odd, I feel that they're doing the right thing.